Norway, Nobel Prize, and Olympics. In Search of Peace, Nobel Prize, Olympics, beautiful Scandinavian as well as a Nordic country. Our World Travels 2016. Norway is blessed with spectacular natural landscapes like picturesque fjords, gorgeous mountains, turquoise lakes, starry nights, and northern lights or Aurora borealis. It has a rich seafaring history and was a formidable seafaring power 1,000 years ago. Back then, Vikings were a terror. Norway declared independence from Sweden in 1905. In 2026, all of Norway was excited as well as ecstatic when the Indo-American parties visited the country. Norway has a parliamentary constitutional monarchy. King Harald V is the King of Norway and has clearly defined constitutional duties. Norway enjoys one of the world's highest standards of living. Life expectancy is handsomely high. Norway has a strong social security system. Norway has higher tax rates but most generous welfare system. Even then, it has some of the highest employment rates in the world today. Norway will take care of its every citizen from cradle to graveyard. Education is free at all levels, and Norway aims to educate all youngsters for at least 13 years. The universally available healthcare system is extensive and is of high quality. Generous family benefits and gender equality programs enable a high employment rate for women. Johann Christian Dahl. Danish Norwegian painter Johann Christian Dahl is the first great Romantic painter who is considered as the father of Norwegian landscape painting. 258 years ago, back in 1765, Bergen Philharmonic Orchestra was founded. Today it is one of the oldest concert groups in the world. We enjoyed very much listening to the rehearsal at noon time and the real concert at 7 p.m. in the evening. Norway is Europe's northernmost country with a 5.5 million people. It has a staggering estimated real GDP of US dollar 355 billion. Real GDP per capita is an outstanding US dollar 67,000 per year as of 2021, more than that of USA, which has 64,000 per year. Oil in large part is the backbone of the country's economy and wealth. A hot and healthy debate has been going on within Norway as to what to do with excess petrocarbon revenues, whether to spend or splurge now for today or to save it for a rainy day and for future generations. Norway ranks number one in world today with its massive oil and gas national sovereign fund worth US dollar 1.4 trillion. Norway and Nobel Peace Prize. 122 years ago, back in 1901, the first Nobel Peace Prize was awarded in Oslo, Norway. As of October 2022, the Nobel Peace Prize has been awarded to 110 individuals and 27 organizations. Today, we toured the City Hall in the capital city of Oslo. Since 1989, the awarding ceremony has been held here at this City Hall. The Nobel laureate gets a medal, a diploma, 10 million Swedish krona or 1.1 million US dollars, and above all, immediate global attention like a real rock superstar. Today, in this Oslo City Hall, we surely felt as if we were handed over the Nobel Prize medal, a diploma, 1.1 million US dollars, and received instant worldwide attention we badly needed. A rush of ecstasy gushed through our body and soul. We quietly became an integral part of the Nobel Prize legend and history. We felt as though we were the number one world power peace brokers. We took a solemn oath then and there to work hard, to permanently uphold the world peace. We planned to win over all the warmongers on this earth by peaceful means. All my life, with all my heart, I have always wondered why Mahatma Gandhiji never received a Nobel Peace Prize. Have you ever wondered? The Nobel Peace Prize was established by the will of Swedish industrialist and inventor Alfred Nobel. The Nobel Peace Prize is awarded annually with few exceptions by Norwegian Nobel Committee on behalf of Alfred Nobel for those who have, quote, done the most or best work for fraternity between the nations, for abolition or reduction of standing armies, and for holding and promotion of peace congresses, unquote. It is the most prestigious prize in the world today. Norway today is an active international player in brokering peace deals. Swarna and I wish Norway nothing but the best in bringing everlasting peace to the world and the entire humankind. 130 years ago, back in 1893, he painted the painting named The Scream, based on his own emotional and psychological state. The Scream painting, which has become one of the Western art's most iconic images, was auctioned for US dollar 120 million in 2012 at Sotheby's auction in New York. World of Arts. Norwegian painters. Edvard Munch. Edvard Munch is a Norwegian expressionist painter. Initially, he studied arts in Oslo. Later, he traveled to Paris and Berlin to learn from the post-impressionist painters like Paul Gauguin, Vincent van Gogh, Henri de Toulouse-Lautrec, and August Strindberg. Later, he painted a series of paintings called The Frieze of Life, depicting a series of deeply felt themes such as love, anxiety, jealousy, and betrayal steeped in atmosphere. World of Sports. Norway and Olympic Games. Since 1900, Norway has won 405 total medals at the Winter Olympics, including 148 gold medals. These numbers are far more than any other nation in Winter Olympic history. Norwegian athletes are outstanding in cross-country skiing and speed skating. I myself have enjoyed cross-country skiing in and around Chicagoland area for a dozen or so years until 2010. I was clumsy at best, so I am very much impressed with the athletic ability of these Norwegian skiers. Norway, Austria, and Liechtenstein are the only three nations in the world today which have won more medals in Winter Olympic Games than at Summer Olympic Games. Norway and Summer Olympic Games. Since 1900, Norway won a total of 160 medals at Summer Olympics. That gives a total of 565 medals for Norway in the history of Olympics. I am really impressed with Norway's athletic ability. Norway is rich, winters are cold and long. Moreover, Norwegian athletes train very vigorously. Plenty of money for training, harsh but beautiful nature, nutritious food, vigorous training, and the motivation to win must be the driving forces for these Norwegian athletes to predictably excel game after game, I think. 127 years ago, back in 1896, the modern Summer Olympic Games were started. 99 years ago, back in 1924, Winter Olympic Games were started. Norway has hosted Winter Olympic Games twice, back in 1952 at Oslo and in 1994 at Lillehammer. And I am the narrator, M.S. Patil, beyond the shadow of doubt, in the very heart of Chicago, Illinois, United States of America, for my YouTube channel named World Travels and Cultures, July 14, 2023. Thank you kindly.